that I think that's a very toxic trait of me. Like, I can easily throw away people or just forget about people. Like the moment you just rub me the wrong way or cross my paths, the way my mind deletes people, like as if you'd never existed, is a little alarming.
Oh,
All right, so now elaborate on these L's that you took.
We took I took one L because I only played one, and we actually were we down at the beginning of the game?
nah, we were up.
We were up.
Yeah.
We were up by like I think it was like 144 to like
20.
20, and this is against Gil in June, and we just kept running and running and running until they started getting on the run, and then June got that copy cool on us,
Yeah, that was pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie.
and then I don't know if he said that he fucked it up, but I think I did. Cause I wasn't thinking of what he had.
Well, yeah, you did. You did fudge it up.
I messed up with not noticing what he had, and he killed my 2, and set up. I think it set up June for. Because you skipped on that one, I think.
Oh no, there were two different like hands. One of them, I think you didn't know that he had 3 threes left.
Yeah.
And that's what fudged us up.
Yeah, because I had one, and I looked over, and whatever he played, I wasn't playing at all. Because he had like 3 and he had like 2 features that were 3 and something. I don't remember.
He had a 3-3. I think he had a 3-1 and a 3-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went crazy.
And I had I think I had the double 2s.
In that game, yeah, the reason why I had to cut off, in that hand I had to cut off your 2 was because I was the head, and if I would have played the 4-3, that would have gave him the 3-6, and yeah, we have the 2, but then that means that Gil has to hit the 6, and that would have been the last 6 would have been thrown.
Yeah.
And then that cuts off my double 6.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I cut off your double 2, to give me a chance. But
I mean,
a tough one.
Overall, that first game that we played against June and Gil, like it was a neck and neck game at the end. It was
it went to the last hand.
Yeah, it literally went to the last hand. Like I think it was 187 to like
193.
Yeah.
So
it was a really good one. And then the second one, oh my god.
Ruben, bro.
Ruben. All right, listen to this, fam. Ruben, the whole time that we were playing, this man was sitting next to Eli, listening to Adkanhead and jamming because he was in charge of the music.
Heavy.
Man gets on the table, and he turned into Adkanhead on the table.
Yo.
This man was singing and throwing features like nothing, locking up Gil. And I was just like, oh no, this is not Ruben. This is not Ruben.
Yeah, we scraped them pretty bad.
Yo, it got to the point. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It got to the point that the game that they were playing, bro, it lasted an hour. Because they were just going like they would get the rounds and stuff like that, but it would be like low scoring rounds, and it just lasted an hour.
Yeah, I think our game was back and forth, and then when we played that one, that was going back and forth, and all around it was good hands. But I felt bad for June. June was having a hard night. I was making it very difficult for him. Damn, yo, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty bad.
You'll be alright.
All right, well, sounds like it was this hookah is smacking. Sounds like it was a great night by you guys. All right, I'm glad you guys had a very, very enjoyable night. Not really starting off, but I'm gonna start off just to get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out local news. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hudson Catholic for beating St. Peter's Prep on Thursday night, double overtime game. Pretty good game to watch. If you guys watched, I didn't watch it, but I watched some of the highlights. Obviously, I checked out some of the stats. Looks like it was a very tough game. St. Peter's kind of bite themselves in the foot though, or maybe that's just how they're built. It looks like they really only have one player that can really score for them The rest of the team was kind of non-existent. But shout out to Hudson Catholic. Shout out to Kearney though. I saw Kearney won that day too. They beat. I forgot who they beat actually, but they ended up losing yesterday. So, anyways, Eli.
You ready for the question?
Yeah, Jeff. I'm
Alright.
sorry. It looks like you had something to say.
Oh, what you got? What you got? What you got?
Nah, I mean, I watched the highlights too. I didn't watch the game, but I think that St. Peter's lost because of the one dude that got fouled out. If it wasn't for him fouling out, like,
You think they win?
yeah,
Who
because
fouled out?
Mason Santiago.
Oh, it wasn't Richie.
Nah, Richie was the one that scored 31. But Mason literally like I think he fouled out towards the end of the third quarter, and that was when St. Pete was like they amped up in the third quarter because they were playing like tremendous defense in the third quarter, and then was able to at least make it back and make it like a good game. But after he got fouled out, and Hudson Catholic went on a roll.
Ran on it.
Yeah,
Nah.
Tough.
That. Be like that.
Yeah. Regardless, it was a good game. Double overtime. Must have been a great game to be at live. New Jersey high school basketball
hell yeah.
atmosphere is top notch in my opinion.
and they stormed the court too.
They did. I didn't see that. Eli, back to you.
All right.
I see that you got a question for us today.
Yeah, I got a scenario for you guys. We can keep it between us just to make it simple for Jeff, so he understands. Wink, wink.
Okay.
But all right, Jeff, you got a girl. You've been with her for a while. You bring her around. We're all cool with her. Cool. We're friends. We don't hang out. Only with you. She gets her nails done. You come by.
She gets her nails done.
She gets her nails
Okay.
done. She comes by. You look at them. You say, "Hey, they look real nice." She goes, "Yeah."
Oh, fuck.
Eli paid for them to get them done. What you doing?
I don't care.
All right, hold up.
What?
So I can understand the severity of the situation.
What?
This is Jeff's girl that he's messed. Girl.
No,
Fling?
girlfriend.
they're
It's
official.
been they're official.
They're
They're
official.
together.
Okay.
It's been a couple years.
We are still who we are.
We are still who we are. I go ahead, Eli. Yo, I buy her nails. She wants to get them done. Here's the money. Get it done.
Well,
Nah, bro. Bro.
he asked you. I got two ways that I can see this, but he asked you, bro.
I mean, in my mindset, I just like
In my mindset,
Nah, bro. What? What?
I love what he says.
What?
my mindset
No.
plays a part of saying like, "Yo, cool."
I just got your girl she didn't ask you to pay for them.
Yeah.
2, I didn't tell you I bought them. She ended up telling you after the fact that I paid for them. She didn't be like, "Yo, Eli's trying to pay for my nails. Is that okay?" She just got it done. It was like, and then came back and then told you.
Matter of fact,
How you feel?
okay, no, you know what? Let me say this then. I'm not gonna be mad at you because the fact that it's like if the girl and what I think of is the guy is only doing it just because
It's me.
No, I understand that, but you didn't let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
The guy's only doing it is because the girl is asking the guy. You just did it out of curiosity. She didn't ask you or anything?
No, I go ahead and pay for them.
Okay, but I mean, you can't. I can't really. Well, I'm gonna sit down and you and be like, "Yo, that shit was bad. You can't do that."
What?
Because
Is that what you would do? He's asking you.
Yeah, in your perspective, I'll tell you mine after. But go ahead. I want to hear from your side. If I would never, but I'm saying I go ahead and pay for them. I don't tell you I'm paying for her nails. She don't tell you till after the fact.
Okay.
There's a lot of miscommunication there.
Yeah, I mean there is a
A
lot.
lot of foul play.
One thing I will tell her is like I obviously I'm gonna have to tell her like, "Yo, you can't do that shit." Like, tell her what her boundaries is, and if she doesn't respect that, then I mean the door is right there.
They live together.
No, they don't live together. We'll make it simple. They don't live together.
But I mean, still,
They're like they're about to get serious. They're in that stage where the next step is happening.
This helps my scenario. So continue.
But no, go ahead.
another thing will be is obviously I'll speak to you upon it, and I'll be like, yo, what happened with
What transpired? What made you pay for her
it?
nails?
Yeah, like, was it just like a curiosity? Like you heard it like from her, or you were just like, yo, fuck it, I'm just gonna go behind his back and pay for it. Because then if you give me the answer that I'm looking for, then obviously I'm gonna cut it,
Okay.
even if we've been friends for so
But then
long.
how about me?
No, I'm talking about you.
But so me and her are cut off.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because I mean, I have that thing of like, I guess the bro code.
Respect level.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna go behind your back and go pay for fucking somebody that you know his dinner.
Messing around with.
Yeah, messing around dinner or like pay for her tires or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's not me. First of all, I'm not wasting that money. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah,
Come on, I'm ready for Ray. This question was for Ray.
Okay. My one side of it is this is foul play on everybody. Because from your scenario, I'm taking it as what you said and what you didn't say, technically,
Okay.
right? So that means she never asked me to pay for her nails.
Correct.
All right. That's mistake number one.
I'm with you.
Because you didn't ask me, but you went and go ask my homeboy. Right?
Correct.
Cool. Mistake number two is my homeboy never brought it to me. I don't, in this point of view that I'm explaining, it doesn't matter that you paid for it. What matters is you never brought it up.
Correct.
Or at least say, shawty's asking me to pay for nails. I'm just letting you know. I don't know what's the situation. I just let it rock so she doesn't get, stood up by her appointment. What, a little simple explanation could help this out, not solve it. Help this out, because
Correct.
even if you explain that to me, there's still a conversation that needs to be had.
Correct.
Why didn't you ask me, and why do you feel comfortable asking him?
Correct.
Right? Cool. Mistake number three. Why is this now? Granted, by your scenario, Jeff is the one that brought up the nails, so technically that was Jeff's fault. But still, why is this being brought up in front of everyone?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, you said we're out and about. You see that shawty got her nails done, and Jeff asked, "Oh, I really like it," or said, "I really," or
Well,
whatever.
they're probably it's just them two. They're probably out. Not like we are not there. I'm not there.
Oh, okay.
This is like maybe prior. I gave her the money. Maybe same day. I gave her the money, but then
Gotcha.
we're not together. They're kind of just like they met up after the nails.
Cool. That's the one scenario, or the one side of things in my point of view, where just everything is foul. So now I'm on 10, because now I need to figure out what's the foul play that's happening here.
Yeah.
The other side of things is this. If we have been together for a significant amount of time, or significant enough that now we're taking things seriously, and I'm considering Eli my brother,
Correct.
I'm just gonna let it rock. The way I see it is my boy is just helping my girl out in a situation. Yes, I probably still would like an explanation. Maybe I'll bring it up like, hey, I appreciate what you did. I don't know, what was the situation that you ended up helping her out.
Yeah.
Next time I kind of just want a little heads up, and we just move on.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Especially if it's like if it's us three. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm gonna be honest. Anyone else, slice diggity. It's not even close. Boy! Sco Coleman? What you talking about? Oh wow, no, wrong guy. Kurt Samuel.
Same difference.
Yeah,
scored Thorson.
I take it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, bro. I feel like that's tough. There's a lot of, like you said, and I had to bring it up. It was something that I was thinking about. I'm like, you know what? I've seen on TikTok a lot of foul play with like best friends and and family member where I was like, yo, let me ask the boys like
It's
some zesty stuff happened.
It's crazy that you bring this up because I had a question, but I dropped it because I feel like we have a pretty packed docket here. But
Yeah.
now this is about to piggyback into my question, so now I'm gonna ask:
Go ahead.
what does it take for someone to be your best friend, or what do you consider? What's your qualifications of being a best friend?
I mean, I only have one. And,
Really?
Yeah. I have my boy in PA.
No, but qualifications of being a best friend.
You didn't give.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I mean, this dude has been with me for the longest. Pause. Like this, he's helped me with a lot of stuff when it comes down to like relationship life. Like helped me out throughout life and get into what I need to be to get into the military and stuff. Like he helped me with all that shit. But it's just like someone being there, helping, obviously caring, and like this man calls me almost like every other day or every day to ask me like, "Yo, how you doing?" Like to check on me mentally and physically. Like having that one person there, like knowing that they're there for you, other than like obviously family. Like having that extra person, like I consider that a true friend.
Yeah. For me, I feel like there's always that one thing that you kind of triggers you to let me know, nah, this is my dog. And I think I've had, well, I don't, for you it's different, bro. Be honest, it just, you got here and off rip basketball court, it just flowed. But Ray, I think we had a moment. EJ, we've had multiple moments. Sean, we had moments. Stefan, there's moments where we're like, yo, we're brothers. Like it ends up being that way. I just one time, me and he's stuck on the road, can't turn on his car. He needs a little starter. I got like a little bit of gas. I'm on E in a 2001 Honda Accord. And he's like, yo, I need to jump. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to jump you, but then you need to help me get to the gas station, like, just in case if I don't make it. I obviously help him get the car going. We make it to a gas station. Like, stuff like that where you're at your low, you know what I mean? And I'm able to help someone, and he's able to reciprocate that back. And for me, it's big. Like, I'm just a person that I give anything. I'll give the shirt off my back. So I'm very, wise on who I call a best friend, because I just don't want that being abused. So I'll kind of test the person and make sure that that's not being used. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, I need a couple dollars. All right, cool, here. But then see how far that goes, because there's people out there, they'll tell you what you want to hear and then do something different. So it's definitely a fine line on who you call a best friend, because like I said, there's people that you think they're your boys and they really not. So I think a qualification would be being able to have a vulnerable spot where they're able to pick you up. Because everybody's always going to be, when everything's great, everyone's there. When things are not going so well, you're going to know who's standing right next to you.
Facts.
So that's big for me. And I think I don't need a lot of time. I think we don't, because of the pod we meet, but besides that, like we've had gaps where we don't talk. We barely talk. Like he called me and I was like, what happened? You know what I mean? Because he never calls. So you don't always have to have that consistent communication, but to know that he's there whenever I need something is also key. It may be a month I may not talk to him or someone else, but I'd be like, yo, I need help. And they'd be like, I'm there. Like, that's a true friend.
No, for sure.
So those are a couple that I got that I would be like, yo, no, that's my dog.
Tough. I'm on the same boat. We just got to go through something. You gotta show me, and we gotta do it like, I don't have a timetable. We could be best friends in one day. We could be best friends in 10 years. We just gotta go through it,
Yeah.
and in all seasons. Who you are in the summer might not be the same person in the winter.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. But the only thing that sucks about me is I don't hold credit. I'm like a credit bureau, bro. You can make 9 on-time payments, but the one time you make that late payment, I'm cutting the credit line.
Yeah.
So that I think that's a very toxic trait of me. Like, I can easily throw away people or just forget about people. Like the moment you just rub me the wrong way or cross my paths, the way my mind deletes people, like as if you'd never existed, is a little alarming. It's a little alarming, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think I'm ever changing that. I think I'm cool with. Hey, the less people I gotta worry about, I think less energy I gotta like express myself. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, who I am on camera, how I am with you guys in the streets and shit is not the person I am when I'm home alone in my room. It's two different. You can consider me kind of phony or two-faced. Like I put on a mask when I'm around people. But I just think that's like my task in life. I think I've said this even when I was younger. I think I'm just someone that's supposed to shine light to people, regardless if my light is dim. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. But that being said, we are going to finally intro this pod, okay? I know it took a while, but we are here. We're about to intro this pod. Stay tuned. We are going to get to what you guys are here for, and that is the NFL Championship games. The NFC Championship game, as well as the AFC Championship game that is currently happening. So we are going to report on it live. I can't really see.
29-29, 4 minutes left.
4 minutes left. 29-29?
Yep.
It's just tied up. Okay. Let me introduce the guys. But before I do, guys, listen. Come on. We love you guys. And we want you guys to be a part of every step of our adventure. So we want you guys to continue supporting us, but as well show us that love. All right? Head over onto Patreon to get 4 extra episodes as well as uncut episodes for a measly $4.99 a month. All right? Apple Spotify. I did it again.
Wow.
Apple Podcast and Spotify Podcast. We have episodes over there, even though it's been a couple of weeks, but I'll take care of that. And if you guys want to be generous, $3.99 a month, helps us out. YouTube, make sure you guys like the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, we will greatly appreciate it. Okay, it would allow us to continue giving you guys better and more content. This guy is a bozo for dropping that ball. But whatever. Let me introduce my fellow salvajes. I don't know, bro. I'm messing up today. I'm sorry. To the far right of me, we have the one and only, your favorite Gold Glove first baseman. It is Eli, aka Mark Teixeira. Let's give him a round of applause. Okay, to the near right of me, we have the one and only, all right, Internet Bandit. Don't ask me why I'm calling you that, all right? The guy that you can't see behind the shades. Yes, it's himself, all right? Poppy Judd, let's give him a round of applause, all right? And I am who I've always been. Your favorite dad. All right, Nefty, the man that makes fat look sexy. Let's get right into it, okay? We are going to start off with an interception. No, I'm just kidding. With the NFL Championship games, while we are watching the AFC, we'll start with the NFC, and the Eagles gave the Commanders a whopping beat ass. Yeah, that was pretty bad. All right? That was pretty bad. Whopping beat ass. That was pretty bad. The game ended, the Eagles beating the Washington Commanders 55-23.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad.
Washington fans, if you guys are watching, the little 10-second button, click it 50 times right now. Just click it 50 times. And then we'll get to come back in when we're talking about the Chiefs and the Bills.
Yeah.
Guys, obviously we are filming later because we all agreed that we wanted to watch the games and most of this game before we started filming. So I'm going to assume that we watched the games.
Oh, yeah, no, we watched it.
Whoever wants to go first, the floor is yours.
Yo.
You want to know?
Yo. Can we talk about Saquon?
Brother.
What he had like three TDs? 2?
3. He had 3. Yeah.
And Jalen had 3 himself.
Correct.
Yeah, because he had 2. He had 1
Brown
passing and 2 rushing.
Yep.
Bro, they have a record right now for, 7 rushing touchdowns in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Nah, it's
had the backup get a touchdown too.
Now, mind you, they played well, very well, and Washington is a very disappointment. because everybody wanted Washington to beat the Eagles, but at the end of the day, like they just weren't there.
Yeah, they just couldn't stop the freaking run.
No, not at all. I mean,
Could
then
not
again,
stop the
it's
run.
Saquon. I mean,
It's Saquon, but that offensive line is also, bro. You could tell it's the offensive line when the running back almost took it for 60 yards for a TD on that last run.
oh,
When the game was already over,
Third string.
it was 33.
No, the third string.
yeah.
Third string.
Yeah, Sherpley
Yeah.
or whatever his name is.
I don't know,
Shortly?
and who cares?
Yeah, you're like that offensive line is good, man. I'm not no disrespect to Saquon, but that's how good that offensive line is.
I was dying because when I seen that, the commentators were like, "Yo, they replayed like from him up front." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm about to score."
Yeah,
And as soon as he looked back and seen it, he was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, I actually, to give him some slack, I think he wanted to go down. I think he wanted to waste time.
Yeah.
That we're running up the score already. I don't think he wanted to just like easily walk in like let's just waste some time off the clock. It was one of those scenarios. Saquon, I think the same thing against the Packers, right, where he just went down on his own. I could be wrong, but regardless,
I would have thought it was some like on some like disrespectful thing. Like you know how the NBA when you're like blowing the team out and you try to score at the last minute type thing. Like an unwritten rule, sort of say.
I feel like in the playoffs, you got to kind of like run it up because you never know.
I mean, they were up at like 30.
They were up, yeah. For them, yeah, no, they played well. You get four takeaways. I felt like the fourth one it didn't really matter, only because Daniels was trying to make something happen. You're 3 touchdowns with 7 minutes. Like good luck. And Daniels, he had legs, but it just wasn't enough. They sacked him multiple times, a lot of pressures. I wasn't mad at his play. He played the best. Besides throwing that interception, he played well. They could not run the ball, which also didn't help. When you got to drop back 48 times, it's not a winning recipe, especially against that defense. Like I said, I like Washington. I like that they have 2 running backs. I love that they have Zach Ertz. He freaking looked amazing. And they have McLaren and they had Brown. So they got guys. And he said it before. Hey, they're going to run into someone who's going to show them up. And we can't remember that they give up points. They give up points, a lot of points. And they also turn the ball over. The one time they beat the Eagles and that they had 22 points in the fourth quarter, like they said, they had 5 turnovers. So when you have your quarterback and he goes ahead, doesn't touch the ball in the second quarter, when like there was 8 minutes left, he doesn't touch the ball until 50 seconds to get that field goal. That lets you know how the game is going.
Right.
So I'm a shout out to him. I felt like he played well. Obviously, there's no reason that Eckler gets that turnover. On the punt, when you get the ball back, you then give it back. There was a lot of turnovers. Hey, the ratio, we said all the time. You lose that battle, most likely going to lose. They literally had, I think, 28 points off their turnovers. That'll let you know that is no recipe to win. So, Eagles, they did their thing. Defensively, offensively, you had Jalen Hurts working off that play action fake. And they couldn't stop A.J. Brown one-on-one. Lattimore had no answer for him. They went to him often. He had a couple good thrown balls that I saw. I was happy to see. If they play like they did today, they're going to be hard to beat in the Super Bowl. And that's kind of what I want to see from Jalen. It was an overall really good game from him. I get the touchdowns. The touchdowns we know he does. But I was more curious about his passing ability, and I got to see a little bit of that today. So I was happy with that. And it's not the 225 yards he threw. It was more of the quality of throws that he had to throw. That's what I was worried about going forward. That was good to see. They can replicate this. They have a good shot.
No, they definitely have a good shot. I mean, I was rooting for Washington, but after seeing that game, I'm just like, I didn't. He actually brought up a good thing off camera. I want Buffalo to win, but if Buffalo loses and they make it to the Super Bowl in Kansas City, I'm pretty sure what he said was the Eagles is going to be a better contender of trying to beat Kansas City.
If KC wins and goes against the Eagles, I think the Eagles win, man.
Yeah.
I was kind of like processing what we had the conversation on the pod about the Eagles and Jalen Hurts and how they play winning football. So all I was doing is like, all right, let me go into this game and kind of like dissect that.
Right.
And they play on all quadrants of the football. So when you got defensively, special teams, and you got Saquon in that offensive line, and Jalen Hurts stepping up when he needs to, and only in moments, like he said, you don't need to step up all the time, but you need to step up in those moments where you got to throw that pass on the sideline, stuff like that. You're gonna need against the Chiefs. The only worry that I have with that whole Eagles, because I think they're a complete package, is fudge number 4, the kicker. What's his name? Famous, the Eagles kicker. Forget his name.
Elliott? I don't know.
Yeah, Elliott. He scares me because he missed that 54 and he struggled. He struggled all year this year for the Eagles. That was his first field goal missed in the postseason, and you can't give up points when you're going against the Chiefs. They make that wow. No. A flag.
No way. Are they gonna save him?
What the hell happened? No, what the hell happened? Oh, they freaking won. That's so ass.
They picked up the flag?
Yeah, they picked it up. Damn.
Oh, damn. They blitzed the fuck out of him.
Oh, it's so ass. Damn, bro.
But how?
Pick up the flag, bro. You know how it goes, bro. You know how it goes.
Yeah, no, but like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm not Josh Allen, but I didn't see the formation, but I think we know. I don't know, bro. I've seen way too many playoff football games to know 4th and 5, and you really need this. They're blitzing house, bro. So why are we doing? It wasn't even play action play. Why is your running back coming from the Y slot to then come back around? I guess to get a screen pass. Have your running back there as an extra blocker. You should know that they're about to bring in 8.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't help that they're bringing in 8, and also they were covering them pretty well. So even if you have an extra blocker, now you need the extra time anyways to find someone that's open. But at least if you have the extra blocker,
You're able maybe to escape.
Yeah,
maybe you get a chance to escape.
they had 5 receivers while they're bringing in 8 blitzers. Like that made. You know what I'm saying? And then these are the things. Now this is what's gonna make me mad tomorrow when I put on SportsCenter. These are the things that pisses us off, right? When we put on SportsCenter and the headline's gonna be Josh Allen folds again. It wasn't Josh Allen. Why are we making this offensive play call right now?
Yeah.
Why do we have 5 wide receivers? And now maybe where you can put it on Josh is, all right, I'm reading the play. I got to kind of see, there's 7 in the box. They might be bringing 8. I get it. You still got 5 receivers out there.
Yeah. And I'm not. It's not like he gave it his all, and the ball was catchable. It was there.
Yeah,
It's not.
and that's the second step. You know what I'm saying?
He
try
threw
to catch that ball.
We can makes the catch. They're in field goal range, and it's a first down.
Us on this couch know what those type of catches really mean in the game. We've seen Edelman do it. We've seen your Giants do it in 2 different Super Bowls. Catches like that mean a lot in these games.
Yeah,
that's a very catchable pass. I get that you have to come back, but no one was around you. You're not in pressure. No one's Focus up, catch the ball, and let's get it moving.
But you're telling me 4th and 5, that's what you're running? That's what you're saying. But why are you running that?
But that's what I'm saying.
You run a bootleg out, And
You should have 3 receivers, your running back in the backfield to be, and then have the tight end. Don't have 4 receivers. Have your tight end.
On the line.
Now your tight end could do like a slip block or a block slip or whatever it's called. Whatever, they block for
Yeah.
like 3 seconds and then slip
and
out.
then go out. Yeah.
Like do one of those. But
Yeah.
you're gonna tell me 4th and 5, you're not gonna expect especially the way they've been pressuring Allen. You're not gonna expect. Bro, there was 7 in the box.
Yeah.
And the commentator, we're
we-
not even hearing it. The commentator circled it.
Yeah.
They circled it, bro. So who's comment? Is Romo comment or this is Brady?
And now I think it's
it's
Romo.
Romo, 'cause Brady
Romo
had the-
knows. Brady was doing the other one.
Come on.
Look. It's there. It's there,
You gotta
bro.
cash that, bro. You gotta
It's there.
You got to focus up and cash that. This
It's
is for the Super
there.
Bowl.
It's there. He
Not the
knows
Super
it.
Bowl, but the birth of the Super Bowl. Like,
It's there. It's there. And yeah, like I said, the play call was terrible because what the fudge. But at the same time, you have Allen making a play like that, and it doesn't happen. We
And
can say the same thing about Lamar. Freaking Andrews makes that catch. It's a different story. You can't miss opportunities against an opponent like this. And
well, and this is something that I was gonna, I was allowing you guys to finish real quick, right? And this is something that I was gonna bring up to the Eagles. Okay, you guys have been playing clean football. You guys are playing to your strength. Eli just said a few minutes ago, every aspect of the game, maybe not the kicker, it's A+ across the board.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the same thing that I say with Washington, though. Sometimes shit looks easy when the defense is playing D-level defense. All right? Yeah. Next week or in 2 weeks, because it looks like the Chiefs are going to win, I don't want to see the Eagles folding. That clean play that I've been giving you guys props for, I need to see that again. Because now you really got to play clean. Because now you're playing the one team. We've said it all year, even though they're 15 or they ended up 15-1. The Chiefs did not look clean. Okay? But what they did know is how to win the game. So not only are you playing a team that the moment you fuck up, they're going to capitalize on that mess up, you're also playing against the refs, which is, this game, I don't think, in the call.
No!
In the calls,
You got to get him.
the calls that I've seen,
Damn.
yeah, it's over. With the calls that I've seen, I don't think the Bills were really, handicapped by the refs, but whatever. You are now going to and this is a rematch. You got to play clean football. Yeah. You got to play clean football. What's going to be tough though, this is my issue with a lot of these stuffs though. You could probably argue that the Chiefs have one of the best trenches offensively and defensively. So how are the Eagles going to adapt, right? If their strongest point, which is having Saquon go off, gets stopped. And this is probably what Eli keeps bringing up, that, bro, when time gets tough, you as the so-called elite quarterback, you got to make a play.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that I did appreciate by Hurts today. Not only did he take care of the ball, which has been one of the things that I've been saying for weeks in and weeks out now. Today I've seen a play, right, where whole play broke down and homeboy said, I haven't seen Hurts run in maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
But run like no hesitation, no fear in his eyes. The play broke up and he tucked that ball and said, I'm getting this first down.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what me and Eli want to see. What are you going to do when times get tough? Okay, they're stopping every run play between you and Saquon. Now you got to sling this thing, brother.
Yeah.
And we can argue, you got 3 receivers that people sometimes fear. I'm going to say sometimes because some people don't, and I know these we're all men. Men have egos. They're going to say, I don't fear this guy. You got A.J. Brown, you got Devontae Smith, and you got Goddard.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 3-headed dragon that any team would love to have.
Correct.
So if Saquon is stopped, brother,
You got options.
you know what I'm saying? So kudos to the Philadelphia Eagles. They've been playing clean football. They've been playing to their strengths. Okay. The same thing I say to Washington though. Now you're going to meet a dog. No offense to Washington. You did meet a dog in Detroit, right? They beat Detroit. That's who they beat. But we can argue if they were a dog or not because of certain aspects of the game. But then you went and met a dog. And unfortunately for Washington, they look like they weren't ready. They look like rookies.
Yeah.
Eagles, you guys been looking tough all season long. All right? Now you're going to meet a dog in the biggest stage of this sport. You got to lock in and continue playing clean football and make sure you make the right plays. You can't crumble down because this is the team. We've seen it with our team, with the Patriots. The moment you make a mistake,
It's over for you.
it's pretty much over. The mistake could be first quarter. You're playing behind, and you can't play behind these guys.
No.
You cannot play behind these guys.
Not at all.
What was the score? I can't see.
32 to 29.
Well, I'm not going to be that nasty. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for also making their third or fourth? Did they lose?
4. They lost to Brady.
Or was that the Rams in the Bengals Super Bowl? Did they lose to Brady, then the Rams or was it?
They lost to Burrow before getting to the Super Bowl. And they lost to Brady in the Super Bowl.
So basically they lost 2 and then won the. You get what I'm saying? They lost to Burrow, then next year went to the Super Bowl, lost to
Yeah.
Brady. Is that how it went?
I think so.
Okay. Well, regardless, let's just keep it 3. Congratulations for making your third Super Bowl in a row. First time trying to make a 3-piece since I forgot the year. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
I hope not.
So before we continue, I wanted to say this prior, but obviously we're going to talk about the colors, right? Of the Super Bowl colors. Mm-hmm. So this was a while ago. I didn't want to bring it up, but since these two teams made it, someone predicted it was going to be the Chiefs and the Eagles due to the colors, and that the Eagles would win the Super Bowl. So I'm throwing this out there now. If he's correct, that would be crazy. But that was put out due to the colors. So he was going past, besides last year, where it should have been Baltimore and 49ers. It's the colors have been consistent, and the lesser color has been victorious. So if it stays the same, the Eagles should win the Super Bowl.
So what color are the Eagles, though? The Eagles have yellow?
They were saying, I forget why they said that was not yellow. It was more a Gatorade color, but
Okay.
they would be in there. Because you would think, all right, that color would be for Washington, but not really.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Well, I thought the Rams.
Yeah. We were thinking the Rams, but it's obviously conspiracy. Who really knows?
Yeah, that sounds some like Simpsons superstition shit.
Yeah, but I thought to bring it up because that would be pretty funny if you were to get that right.
Right.
Do they? Like I said, I thought the Bills had a really good shot, and they got beat. I feel like same way. I feel like the Eagles have a really good shot, but dude, they don't mess up. They don't mess up, and especially, I think it was a stat for go-ahead drives or between less than 3. Like I think Drew Brees was like 3-6. Brady was he also had a percentage of like 45, and then there was Mahomes where the game is between 3. He's 7-7. The dude doesn't lose close games.
I see.
So
I see where Philly comes to play. I see the green.
yeah. So, like I said, it's conspiracy. They also said I want to bring this up because it's funny. But the year of the snake. This is the year of the snake. Kobe, Saquon. His birthday is also on February 9th of the Super Bowl. So obviously they're connecting the dots. They're thinking Saquon, the year of the snake. They're gonna win on February 9th. That can be completely freaking wrong. Okay. But they're putting these dots together. They got them both right. Eagles win. That'll be freaking nuts. And they get the revenge. And Saquon gets a ring. I mean, I'll be happy for him, but at the same time, I'm going to be upset because obviously it's the Eagles.
I think what do you call this? Conspiracy aside, biasness aside, I think I want the Eagles to win more just because of Saquon. If this is your way to get it, bro, you grinded all those years for the Giants. Unfortunately, they didn't treat you very well for whatever reason they thought was okay. And this is your opportunity to get one, bro. So just go do your best to get one.
Yeah. He's been playing phenomenal throughout the whole season, and not only the season, but postseason. He's Dude, he only had 15 carries and had 115 yards. Like, that is insane.
With 3 TDs.
With 3 TDs. So the Chiefs are going to have a lot to deal with. They got to cover everything.
They have to.
But to get back to his point, that's where I was trying to go, because I'm not going to say the Eagles didn't have I'm going to say it. They had an easy route to the Super Bowl. You know, that's how I felt. They didn't really play no one that kind of like tested them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was afraid with Jalen Hurts, because he's playing within the system and he's playing phenomenal. But it's going to take a little bit more than that to beat the Chiefs. Like, you need to step up a grade higher to beat them. Are we going to expect that from him, or is the way they play going to be enough to beat them? And we're going to see.
I just don't want. What was it? Was it last year that they played again? They did that rematch, Phillies and KC. Or
No,
was that
2 years ago.
2 years ago. I just don't want him to play like he did 2 years ago.
Dude, he played phenomenal.
What Hurts?
Yeah,
Hurts played phenomenal.
Yeah,
What ended up happening is,
Yeah, a little hold.
yeah.
there was holds, there was flags being thrown late in the game, drop passes.
But that also
Yeah.
brings back to what you said. Like that one mistake will set you back quick.
Yeah.
Yo, and excuse me, and playing clean. No, that was on me. That wasn't.
Yeah?
Yeah. That was me trying to speak while I'm
Gotcha.
puffing. Playing clean doesn't mean. Where was I trying to go with this? Playing clean doesn't mean that, don't make mistakes at like turnovers and stuff like that. It's all aspects. Okay. Again, the story in this playoffs is you're not only playing against the Chiefs, you're playing against the refs as well. So try to limit how many times the calls are going against you. Okay. Along with the turnovers, obviously, like I've been saying, but now you're playing a better test. Try to not turn over the ball as much. But another aspect why I think playing clean plays a role, because I've seen this a lot with the Patriots and a lot of not just playoff losses, but Super Bowl losses. Catchable plays, all right, needs to happen.
Yeah.
This is not week 2. We are talking about the Super Bowl. Okay, so now this is the moment where I've done it. Okay, me and Eli have bumped heads. I'll say that. We have bumped heads in moments where I'm like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, blah, blah, and Eli's like, bro, it touches hands. This is the game where if it touches your hands, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
We're talking about the big game. You got to make big plays. I don't care if it touches 2 fingers or 10 fingers. Reel it in.
Yeah.
Reel it in, because these guys are salivating. All right, 3 and outs to me are the same as throwing an interception.
Yeah, it's tough.
Actually, I would like to see. I didn't see that. I forgot to check those stats. Now that this game is over too, I want to check on both of them. And you guys could do it, but we're gonna move past it, so we let's not do it now and waste any more time. Someone told me that one big thing about football that people need to realize is not about how can we get to the end zone. It's about how many more first downs can we get against this team. So, who cares if you fumbled? Who cares if you throw interceptions? If you have 3 and outs, 3 drives in a row, you lost the game already. The game is lost, especially against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say about the 2 championship games. Again, congratulations to both Philadelphia and Kansas City. We'll see you guys. You said February 9th?
No,
February
9th in New Orleans. Go Philly. Go Saquon, I guess. Staying in the NFL, a lot of new coaches. Pass that way. A lot of new coaches have. A lot of new guys. Let me just say guys have been named head coaches to a few NFL teams. Okay. I don't have to name them all. I've listed a few here on the whiteboard. I know there's one that I missed that you kind of want to touch base. But out of these, give me one, right? Each of you. Real quick, give me one that you like and give me one that you're like,
Bro, Dallas hire. What we doing?
okay. Before you continue, what's the one that you don't like?
The one that I don't like? I mean, I don't know any of the other ones, but the one that I do like is the...
No, but the one that you don't like.
Yeah, bro.
Dallas?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't know any of the other ones.
All right, well, no, because the only way I'm saying is because I think that's going to be across the board. I don't know what Dallas is doing.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Why not keep him? If that's the case,
But
how you not keep McCarthy if you're gonna just get the offensive court? I don't understand that.
Oh yeah, he's the one that he's always been in an OC his whole entire career.
Who?
So
The Dallas?
Yeah,
I don't even know his name. He has a weird
Brian-
long
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
Brian-
But
Scott
but
Ladder or something
I
like
seen a post or a stat. I don't know what the heck you want to call it. I seen it. He's been a quarterback coach, an offensive coach. I think one of them was like a linebackers coach.
Yeah.
And every step of the way that he's been a coach, the team's like the defense is ranked 28th. The one time as a quarterback coach was Drew Brees' worst 3 seasons of his career. It was like stats like that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like what does? And I gotta say one guy because at this point it's not even that. I'm sorry, I'm hijacking your shit.
go ahead.
It's not even Dallas. What is Jerry Jones? Well, actually, we do know. I'm pretty sure we do know. But what is Jerry Jones seeing that he's like, you know what? This is the guy I want.
He
Are you doing no research? Like, yo, bro, this guy has not been a winner in any step of coaching that he has been.
yeah.
And then it's like, what are you waiting for? Pete Carroll was there on the board. You need let me just say this real quick so then you can continue with your point. Jerry, Dallas organization, if this gets to you, you guys need a top tier coach for this egotistical team that you guys have. You can't be bringing up these. Bro, no one knows this guy. The only people that know him is probably his parents. You need a Pete Carroll. You needed Bill Belichick before he got to North Carolina. Maybe Mike Vrabel. You needed top tier, big names coaches to deal with these egos that are playing for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
You can't be bringing Joe Schmo to deal with.
Dak Prescott.
Like-
You got Lamb. What are you gonna do with Parsons? Like, dude, your cap space is you got no cap. Like, what are you gonna do?
They're gonna walk over this guy. We might have another OJ Mayo situation. Gerard, I keep calling him OJ. Gerard Mayo situation where in 1 year they're gonna fire him.
Yeah, he's not gonna last, bro. And the thing is,
Well, it depends because Jerry
make-
likes to keep his
Yeah.
puppets hired.
you finally, all right, cool. You fire him, McCarthy, but take some time to scout and get somebody. Don't a week and a half later, like, oh yeah, we're thinking about our offensive coach.
But Eli's not even that. They mentioned they weren't bringing him back a month ago. So what happened a month ago to now that you guys did not do sufficient homework to be like, you know what? I want this guy. Not even a Ben Johnson? Yeah. No offense. I'm nothing against Ben Johnson. Listen, you did a great job in Detroit. And MLB, NBA, NFL. I'm always one of those guys, bro. If you have no prior head coach history, I'm already like, asterisk. Because I don't know.
It's tough.
Being an offensive coach, being a quarterback coach, being a wide receiver coach is way different than being a head coach. Especially now that you have to be a head coach of arguably the worst organization in the NFL. All right, but even I would give you more kudos if you even went to get Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
And you guys are shooting yourself in the foot because even though they got bum rushed, Dan Quinn was on your roster or your coaching staff last year, and you decided to be like, you know what, bro, we don't
Get rid of him.
Go ahead, do what you want to do.
But hold on. But I want to talk about a guy. I took a picture of it. Liam Cohen, the offensive coordinator of Tampa, and what he's done with Baker. Like I'm happy for him, but I'm also sad because Baker and that offense was doing really good things before Godwin went down, and that could have been another prospect. I get it, like you said, he's offense, but you're putting him as a coach. But when you see someone that has moved a quarterback and has performed well, and you see the offense going,
Give me this one.
you got to give those guys a shot because I'm gonna be honest, we're running out of a couple like head coaches going forward. If you really think about it, they're all kind of like retiring, doing different things. When you're running out, there's no way you're gonna get your offensive coordinator when you do have a Ben Johnson or a Cohen that has proven offensively what they've done to these teams. So I mean, I don't care. I'm a Giants fan, but
Yeah.
as we're talking about it, it's disappointing if you're a Dallas fan thinking like, what is he gonna do any better? He's not.
Because, like, yeah,
The
man.
offense already sucks.
Like, what's going to happen? Like, when does it have to give, bro? The Jets were trying to hire Homeboy back to be the head coach. What's the analyst dude that used to be their coach? Rex Ryan.
Yeah.
They didn't go get him. Go interview him at least. Rex, listen, we got 2 years ago, we were top 3 defense. Where's your defensive mind? Maybe will bring us back, as well as obviously we got to be healthy and stuff like that because their defense did take a toll. Go hit up Rex
That's
Ryan.
because they let Salas go, and he was a defensive-minded coach.
No one hit up Salah. Now
Like-
this is what's gonna make me mad. Now everybody's gonna. It's kind of like what the Dodgers are kind of doing in baseball. Robert Saleh is probably gonna go back and be the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, and everybody's gonna be mad. Like, oh my gosh, why did no one? He was on the board. No one called
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
No one called
Exactly.
him.
So that's tough. At Dallas, hey, your off season is you don't got a running back. You don't got 2 running backs. You don't have a tight end that's special. You got one guy in CeeDee Lamb, and then who else you got out there? Tobert's not going to do it. I'm sorry, their offense is no bueno. I wouldn't want to be an offensive coach, and I wouldn't want to be the head coach. So I can't say too much because I'm a Giants fan, and across the board, we freaking suck. We didn't make moves like the Patriots did, but Patriots found a way to get back to the ways. Like, hold on, let's get to the roots of who we are. And look, they made those moves. You got the head coach you want. You got the offensive coach you want. Things are looking up and up. If you have salary, now you can go get a guy. You can go get a Higgins. You can go get. I know you don't want Diggs, but there's guys out there that you can go get.
There is one person that Vrabel. I don't know if the rumors are true, but apparently Vrabel hit up. There's clips going around that he's a Patriots fan. He wanted to get drafted by the Patriots, but didn't. I forgot who we chose the year that we drafted. Oh, we chose N'Keal Harry. We drafted N'Keal Harry, and we obviously look how that worked. But wide receiver 1 of the Philadelphia Phillies was also wide receiver 1 in Tennessee Titans when Vrabel was the head coach.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Phillies.
A.J. Brown.
Yeah, and I did see that, and obviously we already know how A.J. Brown feels about his quarterback. It's a little messy, and if they don't win the Super Bowl and A.J. Brown is not a part of being a part of the winning, or they lose and he doesn't touch the ball, we already know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
He's gonna want out. He's like, hey, we lost. I wasn't a part of the offense.
I'm out of here.
And even sometimes when they're winning, he's still upset. He's got to read a book and be like, yeah, no, I'm fine. No, so
disrespectful.
and I get it. AJ Brown is he's good, but hey, these superstars are also divas.
For sure. Sorry.
But he will be the number 1 guy, and hey, your offensive coach, I forget his name, but he will scheme for him.
McDaniels.
He will definitely, McDaniels. He will definitely feed him the ball. So we'll see. We'll see.
The next thing you were gonna talk about was like the best choice, or
Well, actually, yeah, Eli. Did you say who was the one that you like, or which coaching hire that you like,
Oh, so
or that the Jaguars? The Jaguars.
yeah, no, I obviously follow Tampa. That's I love Baker. That whole situation with the Jaguars, he was gonna go try to get the head coaching job, and he said no. He declined it. He was like, I'm gonna go ahead and be. I think
For Tampa?
Tampa's offensive coach was going to go to the Jaguars and be the head coach. He is now, but I'm gonna give you a little backstory.
Oh, okay.
He went for an interview, and he declined. He's like, I'm gonna go back to Tampa, and I'm gonna be the highest paid offensive coach.
Okay.
That's what he would have been. But guess what happens? The GM of the Jaguars gets fired. He then goes back and I'm taking the job. So that'll let you know how bad the Jaguars are in organizationally.
Yeah.
That he went there and was like,
I didn't like what management's
like
doing.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
cool. So management then made the call, was like, bet, I got you. Come back. And that's what happened. He went out there. And for me, I'm going to keep an eye on it because I saw what he did with Baker. I want to see what they do with that offense.
Jaguars, right? So
Yeah,
this will be,
with Trevor Lawrence. You got Trevor Lawrence. You have
Travis
Tank
Etienne.
Bisbee, Tank
Bigsby.
Bixby,
who is a great running back. First year, last year.
They don't have Etienne anymore.
They do have 18. 18 did not look like he did the past 3 years. At tight end, they have our guy from the Giants. I forget his name. But he's a hell of a guy. And you have Thompson Jr., who is also a rookie.
Oh, sure, I forgot.
Who is a beast. So they have key pieces there. It just, it wasn't glued together. So I would love to see how Cohen does with that offense, especially with Trevor having a big down year. Trevor going in looked like he had some potential, and then obviously the way that organization was, atrocious.
Yeah. Real quick, Eli, this is a question for you, right? Because I saw this on Instagram, and I know you had him on your fantasy. You were pretty big on this guy, Pauls. If you, let's say you had the number 1 pick or whatever pick,
Okay.
but the 2 best guys available is McConkey and BTJ. Who are you picking?
Knowing the news with the new, or just this season.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
because there's
guess
some upside, but there is also upside because look, I'm not gonna disrespect the Chargers. Chargers made like that's exactly what I'm talking about. You get a head coach like Harbaugh, and he goes ahead and changes the offense,
the culture. Yeah.
Defensively, they looked even better without all those stars they had. And look at them.
Yeah.
They made it to the playoffs. They made a run. So I'm expecting that same potential as they will now go into an incline. They'll offensively play better. Dude, BTJ had great numbers, and their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, did not play well. They did not play well, and he still put up magical numbers for a rookie. You have McConkey, who can give you that same wiggle in the slot and be out there wide and make people miss. If I had to pick one, I would go with McConkey only because it'll be their second year, and that in that offense with Harbaugh.
Okay.
And I think he'll make that leap. I wouldn't pick BTJ only because I don't know 100% if they will get it if it'll click right away in order for them to look like the Chargers.
Okay.
Because the Chargers, it was slow. McConkey was not first 6 weeks. He was like okay. He was
like under the radar.
You didn't know him, but then those last 6 games, you're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And that's why I would lean a little bit more because I feel like they already have the foundation, the Chargers. So I think he's going to get more of the ball. He's going to know that he's going to get those touches. As for BTJ, they're gonna change the culture, and they're also gonna change that offense and make it a little simpler for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But that's a good one. I think I would lean McConley, but if I had to pick upside, I'm going with BTJ. That's how I would talk about it.
Jeff.
I was actually gonna pick the Pete Carroll, to be honest.
Okay.
To be honest, I think it's a good pick for Las Vegas. I mean, they really need a bounce back from last year, and having Pete Carroll, which is also a defensive mindset with him. I mean, look what he did in Seattle. He changed a lot of egos there too.
Big egos.
When it comes down to, I mean, when they got their Super Bowl with Richard Jefferson, not Jefferson, Sherman. Whatever.
Yeah, Richard Sherman.
Yeah, and then
I bet
that defense.
Skittles.
I bet Devontae Adams wish he was still there.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
And Skittles liking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did a lot, and definitely the defense was there when he was in Seattle. I mean, it died down afterwards because I mean, everybody started picking up on the defense and stuff like that. But I mean,
he was, yeah, I'll let you rock. Sorry.
Going to a new team, and is Derek Carr still the quarterback there?
No, he's in New Orleans.
I think O'Donnell is the quarterback.
Okay. Well, I mean,
wait, what? What pick do they have?
The Raiders?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't know.
No?
And
Garoppolo's not there. Garoppolo's out, right?
No.
I think Garoppolo's in LA with the Rams. I think he was there with the Rams backup.
They're also don't have much wiggle room, like wide receiver core, running the ball, like the running backs. They have a lot of.
Don't they have Josh?
No, Josh is with Green Bay.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
But
he's
didn't the
been-
Raiders?
They have White.
Where did
Who are you
who
who are
am I?
you thinking?
Oh, he went to Aaron Jones, right? He went to Minnesota.
He went to Minnesota.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to
they.
give him props because I thought Josh Jacobs was over there, and I think Pete thrives more with a running back.
Yeah.
And if he has Josh Jacobs, you have a tight end that looks like he's about to be the next Kelsey or Gronk.
Yeah. But no,
Yeah, okay.
they don't have a running back. So that's why I think
tough.
his name. I think the running back is Zamir White. But yeah.
Still, I still like that, and it looks like Brady has his hands in a lot of decisions over there. And
Yeah.
listen, I know, we've seen it with Jordan. I know sometimes when you're a top player, you're not going to be a top management coach or whatever. But we'll see with Brady. So far, I like that Brady made the decision at least, and not try to go for whatever. But
Yeah. I mean, we always bring up Jordan. Obviously, he's a freaking billionaire and he's ball. But we'll see going forward. We'll see because now
And he was-
obviously players buying teams now,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they have a
I
say.
mean, I'm okay with that. We can have that conversation for another week, but I'm actually okay with that. Well, I know you didn't have like one that you didn't like. We kind of all agreed on Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very biased, and I'm going to explain why, because I mentioned this last year, not to you guys. I mentioned this at work with a lot of people when people were trying to throw smut on Jones, Mac Jones' name, right? And I tried my best to defend him because I wasn't trying to defend him because of his play. I was trying to defend him in the situation that he was in. And we say this a lot with dudes like Donald. Now he's in Minnesota. He's thriving. Baker with Panthers and Cleveland. And now he's thriving with Tampa Bay. Mac Jones' first season, which was Josh McDaniels' last season, okay, with the Patriots, we were projected to be like the 28th offense or whatever. We go 11-5 and then go into the playoffs.
Well,
Now, you can say whatever you want to say, all right? Oh, you guys still had Bill, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to credit that. Bill did a good job with allowing Josh McDaniels, all right, to run the offense. He worried about everything else, okay? Now you get, and this is why I think I'm okay with what Brady's doing. Brady was going to hire Vrabel. And Vrabel said, yo, bro, I'm sorry. I'm going back home.
no.
All right? And that made Brady go get Pete Carroll.
No.
So here comes Vrabel. Congrats to Vrabel for being named the New England head coach, and as well as bringing Josh McDaniels as the offensive coordinator. Our defensive coordinator and what was the other? The special teams coach. Damn, I forgot their name, and I just had it in my head. I actually really like who we also picked. I'm not saying that they're top tier guys, but I'm okay with them.
Yeah.
The coaches that OJ, the coaches that Gerard named last year, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, but whatever. And the reason why I'm picking this is I've always said it. We weren't going to thrive if second year, Mac Jones' second year, first year without Josh McDaniels, you put Joe Judge and Matt Patricia as his offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Then third year, you bring in Bill O'Brien, who hasn't seen success since I don't know when. Oh, since he was the offensive coordinator in Alabama. Do you want to know who was the head coach?
We know who it was.
So I get that people were like, oh, he's not a good quarterback. Okay, listen. The eye test for me, I wasn't trying to say he was elite, but I'm also trying to tell you he's not trash. It's just that, bro.
Yeah. If you
How
look
you
at
want
his
me to run
numbers-
this offense if I have defensive coordinators as my offensive coordinators?
Yeah.
And on top of that, we have no weapons. But that's a whole different story. So I think my favorite is, I'm just gonna be very biased. I'm just gonna pick Mike Vrabel being the New England head coach.
Yeah. No, it's a good hire. Really good hire.
Moving on, because I think that was a little good segment. I didn't think we were going to last that long doing that. NBA starters, NBA All-Star starters have been named. My bad, I didn't look it up. But honestly, if you could look it up, I think we've all seen it.
Yeah.
I could, if I could really sit here and think about it, but I could just look it up. I'm just here to ask one question.
Yeah. Wemby, what the fudge?
Wemby and Anthony Edwards.
They're not starters?
No.
No.
See? Okay. All right. Well, this is my question. Who do you think got snubbed?
Them two. Wemby and Anthony Edwards.
So, all right. So, Wemby would play what? The center?
Yeah. Well, yeah, center.
I think he should have taken out of the five. He should have probably taken KD's spot.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say because I was thinking about when the starters were named. I'm like, is Joker really supposed to start? And then I looked up the stats.
Yeah, no.
The one time I was trying to go against Joker is the one time I shouldn't have.
No.
It's the one time I shouldn't have.
No.
So I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah.
KD, okay, maybe. I don't know. I didn't really go in depth with KD. I just because I saw KD, I'm like, all right. I mean, who the fuck is
Yeah.
gonna start over KD? You know what I'm
Um.
saying? Okay, but Anthony. So who's the two guards? Steph and
Oh fudge! I forgot that. I did forget.
Yeah.
It's Steph and someone else. I
But
forgot.
I would say for Anthony Edwards,
probably Luka.
Nah,
No,
he shouldn't have. He's
I don't
been
even
injured.
think he was a starter either.
Yeah, but he's been hurt.
Look it up real
He
quick.
hasn't.
Sorry.
He's been hurt.
On the East side, I know who's my snub and who shouldn't be playing. Who shouldn't be
Who
starting.
you got?
My snub is LaMelo.
You're okay.
And this is my issue. I know wins play a huge role, so I know that's what's trumping the two guards over LaMelo.
Correct.
Um,
No, I'm with you.
Oh, Shai Gilgeous.
Oh, he's not playing. I'm sorry, he's not playing over. He might be playing. He could start over Steph, but let's be honest. Steph got the number one votes. I don't think they're gonna make him start
No.
over Steph.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people were talking about that. What Steph's stats this year compared to Anthony Edwards, that he should have been a starter better than him.
And that's fine.
Same
I'm with
thing
you on there.
LeBron.
But the thing is, it's gonna look nasty if, regardless of my stats, I have the most votes and I don't start.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most selling jerseys number one.
Well, another thing that plays a part-
That's like a business
Yeah,
thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
so I can't be too mad. I can't be too mad there. I'll give you guys Wemby. I don't know about E.
Yeah.
I don't really know about
His numbers look good. His staff numbers look good. I mean, they're both kind of in that same area where they're sitting sub five.
Yeah.
So that one's a tough one.
Yeah.
Can I see maybe next year, that switch? I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see AE going over. But we got to. This is what we talk about. We got to start making that transition. We're letting Steph, KD, and LeBron still run game.
And that's my.
And I'm not trying to say push them out, but we need them young bucks to step up. And we're seeing a couple. Shay's continuing that whole organization and what they got going on. They're gonna get over the hump. I still see they may not get it over this year, and I can be honest, but they're moving in the right direction. Like you got JT this year on his revenge tour doing his thing. Brown as well. You have Garland taking a step forward. So there's players out there. They're making leaps.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you start or don't start, that doesn't affect anything, right? You're technically still an all-star. The starting or not starting doesn't do anything.
Yeah, no. You got to think about it. Steph and LeBron, bro, they're gonna go start. Cool. They're getting subbed out first 5 minutes, bro.
That's kind of why I'm like, listen, we're probably only gonna get 3 more years out of this guy.
Yeah.
Start. I don't care. Whatever. Especially if you're leading votes and shit. Do it. Because in a couple years, Wemby's gonna take your spot. Wemby's gonna take your spot. AE is gonna take your spot. Like, it's over for you guys after it's done. Now, I'm having issues like on the East side when LaMelo literally leads the two guards in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks, and he's not the starter.
Correct.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that
I think
one.
they got what, Brunson as a starter?
Brunson and Mitchell.
Yeah.
Now, where I'm going to let people have it is I get the wins and losses.
Yeah, correct.
I get the wins and losses. Okay, I get that. It's it's the same thing with MVP votes. Like the wins and losses play a role.
Yeah.
But bro, I'm leading you in 4 major categories as a point guard,
Correct.
and I'm not starting.
You're not. I'm with you. When you said it, I literally shook my head like, yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on
That's
that
just
one.
me. And listen, if we take the route that I'm kind of trying to lead to with the whole, listen, it's a business thing. It's also all-stars. It's a lot of fun. Name me a guard that's more fun. Maybe Shea. Maybe name me a guard that's more fun than LaMelo.
Yeah. Not one.
Brunson's definitely not it.
No.
He might be fun because of the grit, But if we're talking about fun, especially in an All-Star
No,
game,
All-Star game. You want LaMelo.
yeah, bro,
LaMelo's
LaMelo's
pull
going to
up.
throw an alley-oop, bounce pass like the way John Wall or whoever Steph Curry did.
Yeah.
Brunson's not doing that. Brunson's
No.
going to try to go in there and freaking go get a hard foul to get an and one.
It's a different type of
Yeah, bro.
environment.
Now, I'm not saying Brunson. Listen, I'm not saying Brunson should have been the one. I'm saying there's 2 guards there that LaMelo should have beat. So pick one.
Yeah,
If you ask me, because I'm biased, Mitchell, get the fuck out of here. But that's because I don't like you.
I know.
That's because I don't like you.
I would have picked. I would have picked Brunson to switch with LaMelo. But I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. You could pick either or. Listen, I'm just being biased. I don't like
Yeah.
Mitchell, and I'm going to understand Brunson because, yo, bro, wins and loss, you're also the point guard right now of New York, and we all know if New York wins, the sport wins.
Yeah.
So, but I could give it to Brunson and get Mitchell the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Right? And then on top of that, hey, my boy over there said it too. I get that your stats say what they say, but how much do you really mean if your counterpart guard is also doing his thing this year?
Yeah.
It's not like Mitchell's doing his by himself in Cleveland, bro. They're all doing it.
Yeah.
Let me not snub the rest of Cleveland, bro.
Garland, Mobley.
Mobley's doing his thing over there. Jared Allen, we already know that dude's been a freaking rebound machine, and
Yeah.
he's doing his role very well in Cleveland.
Block party, you know?
Yeah, so to me, LaMelo.
Yeah, nah, man. Yeah, nah. Freaking, yo, how about the Lakers, bro? They're trash, don't worry.
Well, I didn't bring it up because I feel like we could touch it real quick, touch base on that real quick before because we could keep it in basketball. I'm assuming you heard what AD said about listen. This is what we need.
Bro.
You've been saying this for like a year and a half now.
I mean,
Besides another big man, though, because I do think you guys need like at least another piece or two.
I just think we need honestly a bucket getter. I've been saying that for a little bit.
Like a 3-and-D.
No, I'd get a bucket. They need a guy that can just put it in the hoop,
Like Zach LaVine.
like a Zach LaVine. They need somebody who could just put it in the hoop, because like Reeves does the offense. He's definitely a guy like, but Rui, I need somebody to take Rui's spot. I like Rui. I thought he was gonna make that next step. I would love to see someone like a Zach go in there.
Zach. Oh, LaVine.
Zach LaVine, yeah.
Well, Rui, I'm not saying he did or didn't. I think Rui's great. And maybe, or just really good. Let me not call him great. It's just, this gets to the conversation that we tend to have a lot. That's not your system, bro. Like, you need to go somewhere else that you can fit a little bit better.
Yeah, like I don't know, bro. Some games he's good. I'm watching these games where I'm like, he's hitting threes, he's getting to the rim, he's hitting the mid, and then the next game it's like he doesn't fit.
Yeah.
It's so weird to see.
Man, just go get Steph, man. Just go get Steph.
But,
Steph and LeBron
that's Steph LeBron freaking pick and roll. Good luck.
Yeah, just go ball out over there.
Good luck. But hey, you've been saying about a big. Who do they get? You know, I don't know if there's a big out there.
I mean, actively right now, I know Valanciunas was a name that's being thrown out there a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, they get Valanciunas. I like it. I actually like it.
Yeah,
because we've seen it with Bam, and we've seen it with Bam and AD. You throw you'll throw Valanciunas at him, and then AD can play off help, and we've seen him active hands breaking up lobs. That Aaron Gordon, that little lob they like to do is cut off. You take pressure off AD, and that's what AD wants. He's like, yo, I got to go up against him, and then I got to go switch, and I got to go guard to guard, and then you also want me to get 30. And I understand it. Last year, I tip my hat off to you because you did what you were supposed to do. You went ahead. You went at him every play. You had literally averaged 30.
Stayed healthy too.
And you stayed healthy, so I'm not mad at him. He's proven like, yo, I stayed healthy, and I went at the boy. So let me get somebody, and we'll make something happen.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna jump a little bit ahead of here, Jeff. I'm sorry, because I want to keep it in basketball. You brought up a question. John Wall in his prime, was he the best point guard in the league? You brought it up, so I'm gonna allow you to answer first.
Okay.
What do you think?
I said yeah. Coming from there's there was a couple of point guards at that time that were in consideration.
Who we got?
We had Kyrie, Jeff Teague, and Isaiah Thomas.
Nah, bro. I think I'm.
So you say yeah.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna. That's it.
Elaborate.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm just saying yeah. I'm a very big John Wall fan, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I like his game. I can bring it up. In the regular season, they went. Kyrie and John Wall went at each other. That's when LeBron had that spin around 3 off the glass. They ended up winning that year. I'm not gonna lie, John Wall was phenomenal. But then look what happens. They then meet in the playoffs, and guess what? Kyrie does his thing. John Wall went this way. So for that particular year, I'm going with Kyrie because that boy did his thing in that series. So I'm not gonna disrespect him, but if we're gonna go that year and then they play against each other regular season and into the playoffs, yeah, no, I'm picking Kyrie.
I'm also gonna say no. We're technically seeing this right now. I'm also I'm a big John Wall fan. I even went and bought those like Reebok zigzag shits that he was like promoting. I love John Wall. But let's be honest, regardless if you call it prime or not, in all the years that John Wall has been in the NBA, point guards like Steph Curry, Derrick Rose, Westbrook, Kyrie have been in the league. You're not better than those guys. So
Yeah.
and the person I think that is kind of similar to that, I'm saying in the sense of like what he does and speed is homeboy. What's homeboy in the Kings?
Fox?
Yeah.
And none of us are gonna say he's the best point guard right now. So
No. He's good. He's got it, but he's not. That there's levels, and he's a tier
and
below.
listen, like Eli said, Wall was a dog. I loved Wall. I was the one saying, "Oh, Steph, no, Wall about to cook him." But if you ask me who was better, I wasn't going to say Wall. I wasn't going to say Wall.
Yeah.
All right. Moving away from basketball. Last topic, another one that Jeff brought.
We got what we have.
MLB Hall of Fame. Okay, certain guys. Shout out to CC Sabathia. A very beloved Yankee.
Hell yeah.
Being named Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Jeff, the question that you brought up is:
should A-Rod be inducted to the Hall of Fame?
Yo, this is a tough one, bro. I feel like he should, but it's the same thing with Barry Bonds and that whole
Mark
steroid
McGwire.
era where he's not gonna get in, bro.
It's because of the Peds.
You know, he's not getting in. Does he deserve to be in? His numbers are freaking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
What he did before the Yankees when he was in Seattle, bro, dude's a stud. If you just go based off what he did with Seattle and cut out the Yankees, still elite, still great shortstop. He then goes to the Yankees. It was like, all right, Derek, I'll go to third. Phenomenal third baseman. And then he goes ahead. Obviously, we know 09, they go ahead and win one. Cool. I would say yes. Look, come on, bro. Like, look at me, bro. I love that guy. But they're like, nah, we're not having him. No one that has did one of these is getting in. And that's how I feel about Andy Pettitte. Andy Pettitte, bro, I'm like, yo, I feel like he should be in there. He's not getting in there either.
Who's gonna be like? So this year, I guess it was like Suzuki and Sabathia. Who would you pick to be?
Well, those were the two most notable.
Yeah.
There were more.
Yeah, but out of everybody that's still in for next year, who would you pick?
Oh damn! I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know who's still left.
The list is way too long to even.
Yeah,
It's way too long.
I saw that he almost got unanimous, but he missed by one.
DJ?
No, fudge. The name.
Sabathia?
No.
Oh, Suzuki.
Yeah, Suzuki. He was
Ichiro.
one away, shy away from from unanimous.
Yeah, sure. DJ didn't get unanimous because the one vote was a Boston fan, so fuck him.
Yeah.
They gave Mariano unanimous, so they, came full circle.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't care who's on the list or who's not getting it. I'm going to say, yeah, A-Rod should be in it. I'm going to be honest with you. But put them all in, bro. Just put them all in.
They're part of baseball, man. They're part of a great time.
Baseball was excited when niggas was juicing.
It was.
Yo, that's a fact.
All right? Batters, though. Pitching, you can go kick rocks. Because pitching, I can agree that, yes, the PEDs play a role. Because the PEDs, if in pitching, if it makes you go from 90 miles per hour to 96 mile per hour, that's a huge difference in pitching. And batting, listen, my that has nothing to do with me swinging this bat. And all it has to once the ball contacts the bat, that's where the PEDs kick in. But I still got to have that hand-eye coordination to swing this bat and put it and have it go through the strike zone to make contact. That has nothing to do with PEDs.
Yeah.
That's all technique and that's just practice. And like I said, it made baseball fun. To a lot of people, baseball right now isn't fun. That's why you guys had to make bases bigger. You guys had to put pitch clocks to make and make the game go from 3 hours to 2 hours. You guys are saying it yourself that baseball's not fun. But then Barry Bonds is still not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So
I've actually one more question. I don't know if you have something else, but so you know how recently Fernando Tatis got caught with pets. Do you think like in the long run later on down the road?
Yeah. No.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
that's a very good question.
It is. And it was not even for like using it to like perform well. It was
like
to
a hair
recover
product.
faster.
Oh, was it? I thought it was a hair product.
I'm gonna be honest, Papi.
You're not. Don't fall for that. Yeah, don't fall.
No?
That was his excuse. But he was just trying to get on the field, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. And he was
I mean,
out
I
for
get
quite
it.
a while. He tried to rush back. Same thing with Andy Pettit. Andy Pettit wanted to get back on the field. He only did it so that he can,
Get back in the field.
and that's what happens. They caught him slipping, and he was like, "Yo, I didn't know that this was in there, and then I couldn't have it, and popped him."
He definitely got that in DR.
But sometimes
That's a tricky one. It is
it
tricky.
is tricky. But the thing is,
But that's the same thing with Andy Pettit, and they're having that
David
conversation.
Ortiz is a Hall of Famer.
1,000.
He got caught.
Wait,
He got caught.
he's in the Hall of Fame.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Ooh, and why Manny's not in it?
Manny got caught too, but Manny's a different story. Manny. This is why I think David went in, and this is why I think A-Rod should get in. This is why I think this is a good question. David came in because of what he meant to that city. David brought 3 to 4 championships to Boston.
Yeah.
All right. Now, on top of that, what he did for DR, winning all those things for Boston. Same thing with A-Rod. A-Rod broke the contract record twice.
Yeah.
All right. Arguably was the best. People need to understand the magnitude of the best offensive and probably top 5 defensive shortstop to sign with the Yankees and still say, nah, bro, DJ's there. I'll play third.
Yeah.
That's not something to scoff at.
Yeah.
He said, yo, bro, I'm better than DJ, and I'll still take the backseat. You know what I'm saying? So the impact that A-Rod had, the impact that David had, heck, you can even say Barry. Barry before the PEDs, he was stealing 40 bases, hitting 30 home runs. Okay, Gold Glover. And all you guys want to look at is the 70 home runs because of steroids.
Yeah.
We got a Hall of Fame. I get that there's accolades, but a lot of times impact play a role. And if it doesn't, then explain David Ortiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, that's what I'm saying. So why I think your Tatis question is good, because, that falls in line with the whole A-Rod situation. You got caught. Yeah, you're this transcending player and all that fun stuff. You don't really have a chip. That's why I'm kind of surprised at A-Rod. I get it, about the PEDs, but he still got a chip. He was very impactful in his time in the MLB.
Yeah.
Are we really going to allow the 1 year or however long? I think it was like 3 years or whatever. Tatis just has to be, especially in a market like San Diego, Tatis has to be extremely impactful to have like a David Ortiz situation.
Yeah. If they can somehow win one.
That's what I think.
I agree with that. I also agree with the whole A-Rod being in. I mean, I'm more of a bias thing because obviously I'm a Yankees fan, but it's just more like I want him to be in there. And I also want everybody else to be in there because I mean they're one of the greatest baseball players in the world.
David got a World Baseball Classic too, the only undefeated World Baseball Classic title.
Yeah, and they got what was it, gold medals in the Olympics?
I think we do have one.
Yeah, couple of them got gold medals.
Damn.
So I mean, if you get gold medals, you got World Classics.
It was just overlooked.
Yeah.
He was in the report. It might be though that maybe his was just like a little mild, but David was in that report, and whatever that report was called, that famous as MLB report.
Yeah, it was like 18 out of like it was like 32 players that were caught in that time frame. I know,
But I'm gonna say this again: baseball was more fun when I'm seeing dude hit 70, or two dudes battle for 60, 70 home runs.
Yep.
Seeing fucking Barry hitting that ball in
the water.
Yeah, the water.
bro.
Like, come on,
Yeah.
Dog.
you don't even see that now. I mean, sometimes, but yeah.
Before I end it real quick, do you guys see that they're trying to make a what's that shit called? A gold cup for baseball? So there's a gold cup for soccer.
Yeah.
Where it's just the Americas.
Yeah.
They're trying to do that with baseball.
Really?
It's rumored. It's not like, but I've seen the countries that are like in. Oh, that it's gonna be fun because the thing is, a lot of people. I know you guys probably do. A lot of people aren't aware that some of these countries, they're in the rise when it comes to there's a lot of Venezuelan players that are pretty good right now. Acuña's and stuff like that. Cuba has always been great when it comes to baseball. Obviously, there's DR and there's PR. The United States, they just won the World Baseball, right? No, Japan, but the 2 World Baseball Classics ago, United States won one. All right, Canada, they're going up, especially with the Freddie Freeman situation.
Yeah.
Canada is going to be up there. But there's countries like Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico, they're pretty good in baseball. All right, Guatemala, they're pretty good at baseball. Panama, I mean, the greatest closer of all time is Panamanian.
Mhm.
Okay, another one that's a sleeper. People don't really know, but don't sleep on El Salvador. They can play ball.
Yeah.
All right, and I think it's pretty cool to shine light on other countries that aren't named USA, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Cuba,
Yeah.
Mexico, because I know Mexico. I mean, they're in the baseball classic, so. And Venezuela. Let me not. Colombia plays baseball too. I'm not gonna say they're probably as great as other countries, but they play baseball. So this is gonna shine some light to them. I just wanted to bring that up. I completely forgot now that we're talking about baseball. But other than that, I got nothing to say. I got nothing more. I don't know if there's anything else that's burning your chest that you guys want to get out.
I was gonna say, is this
besides
coming
your
out?
finger?
Is this coming out Tuesday?
Correct.
It's my birthday. Say happy birthday in the comments.
In the comments below, please wish our boy Big E happy birthday. All right, the big 1-8. He's turning 18 finally. He's finally a grown man. So everybody wish Big E a happy birthday. Other than that, like I said at the top of the episode, make sure you guys like the video if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We will greatly appreciate it, and it will satisfy the algorithm gods. Give us that $4.99 over at Patreon to get 4 extra exclusive episodes as well as uncut episodes, and support us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. We love you guys. Make sure you tell someone you love them. We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.